Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers set to go. They, of course, have number 1 as their starting quarterback, Cam Newton. And he is number 1 in franchise history in just about every passing category. MVP back in 2015 as well, and try to get the Panthers back into the playoffs after a 7-9 finish a year ago.
Ready? Ready? Check 45 to Mike. Here we go. What is it?
On 1st and 10, Newton. And incomplete to open things up. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And this team is coming in off of their open week. And to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This is how the defense will look for San Francisco. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
It's not often we start a game talking about an offensive lineman, but with Quentin Nelson, I absolutely have to do that. The rookie out of Notre Dame transformed not only an offensive line in 2018, he transformed an offense. In fact, he was the only guard ever named Rookie of the Month, and he did so in October of last year.
Reset.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's get off the field. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Here I come. Here I come. That's it. Here I come.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Hey, 59!
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
9, let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Right there. 56.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Throwing on third down, Newton rolling to his right. He can run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson over the middle, And it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, 59! Hey, 59!
Second and 5 now. Watson looking in zone for Jones. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson just beating the play clock. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready? 180? Mike, 45. Hey, let's get him home.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Able to slither by. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Out, 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 out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 10.
Ready? Ready.
From the 50, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Newton, and his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on third, Watson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target. But I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Watson's pass complete to George Kittle. No gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Watson on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. On second and a yard, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Niners on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The toss out to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort.
attack. Ready?
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Spins by. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
They'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, alert.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Check.
Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. That's shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Alert.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Are you getting shot? Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying.
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 20.
We play to win. Let's go.
A reminder later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, watch that.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
To throw is Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
step. 180. 180.
45. Blue down. Switch.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Deshaun Watson making his way back out, the focus of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, 31.
Check 26. Check 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Jones has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Don't say nothing.
Check motion, 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 motion.
Hey, 24.
Wait, try.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Ricky.
Hey, 59.
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen.
Now Watson operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
Set, 180.
I got you, son.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a pass complete to Hogan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Newton sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Operating from the gun. Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight.
Hey, 59.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Now Watson. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Yeah. Check three. Kill.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Watch 54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 26 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Hey, 54.
I got you, boy. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
54.
Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Back. At 55.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Ready.
6, right there. 56.
Get ready.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like that?
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.